This is a much more acceptable chair height than earlier. The other one was like I was on a throne. I feel like a little kid sitting behind this desk. That's a really gritty team win for us. We've talked a lot the last couple days about just our approach, our mentality, being able to maintain our focus and mindset through good moments in a game and tough moments in a game. Every NBA game has runs, especially when you play very good teams and very good players. I thought we came out in the second half with great purpose and went on a 23-10 run to start the half. Obviously then Cleveland makes their run, and I thought our guys just really dug in and stayed the course and stayed focused on the little things. A lot of guys stepped up. Obviously, this is a first half box, sorry, my bad. Obviously, JC was massive for us in the second half. I think he had 24 points in the second half. I think we had a 7-point play at one point, which is exactly what I told him to do. And he made some big plays, big late free throws. Lowry was steady and solid against a very good defense that was being very physical with him and top locking him all over the court. I thought Walker handled himself great, playing against two elite scoring guards. That's not an easy task to do what he did, and we had a lot of guys come in off the bench and step up. So we've talked all year about we win as a team and we lose as a team, and I think tonight, more than anything, I'm just very, very proud of the fact that our guys were able to dig in as a group and maintain their mentality throughout that whole game. We've had a tough stretch here lately, and obviously Cleveland's a very good team. So that's a big win for us.
How important was it for you guys to, after this last streak, I think it was 7 of 8, to just kind of get back into the winning column?
Yeah, winning is more fun than losing, for sure. We've had a tough stretch. We've lost some close games here lately. We had the 5 in a row by a combined 15 points. And, it's easy, like I've told you guys before, it's easy to get wrapped up in the emotion of winning and losing when losing those close games. It's a couple of little things that make the margin between winning and losing. It's not like you're getting blown out and just playing terrible. I thought in that stretch we played more good basketball than bad basketball overall, but we weren't able to put it together for 48 minutes and come out with a win. So I thought tonight was just a good reminder for our team, a good representation of what it takes to really dig in mentally, because 48 minutes is a long time. When you're playing great teams with great players, they can have those bursts of scoring that kind of can put you on your heels. And so I just thought our team did a good job of staying in the moment and staying focused on the next thing.
How important was it for JC to get to the line down the stretch when you guys were struggling offensively earlier in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, free throws can really settle you down, and JC is such a rhythm player. I think sometimes him getting to the free throw line helps settle him a little bit and see a few go in. Obviously Lowry's done a great job of getting to the free throw line, but Cleveland is one of the top defenses in the NBA for a reason. They're long, athletic, very physical. JB is a hell of a coach, and they play so hard on that end of the floor. You have to work and fight for your space on every possession. You don't really find many great looks against that team unless your execution is really sharp and you're very physical on offense. So it takes a lot of work to score against that team, and I thought we did a good job of matching their physicality, and that's what allowed us to go to the free throw line.
What's it like watching a 7-point single possession from someone?
I mean, I prefer watching those possessions when it's somebody on our team, but you could easily be on the other side of that. It's guarding jump shooters is very hard now. Guys have such quick triggers, and all of us coaches are urging our players to contest shots and not just give up easy ones. And so sometimes you end up underneath guys, and I think the league has made it very important to protect jump shooters because of the injuries that we've seen happen over the years. And so kind of a weird play, obviously, for JC to end up getting the and one, and it's a flagrant 2 free throws to make one, and then you get the ball back. So, you don't want to count on those things to go in your favor to win a game, but we've also had some tough breaks during our tough stretch that haven't gone our way, and so sometimes it all levels out.
Yeah, speaking of that, was it nice to see the ball kind of bounce your way at the end of the game for once?
Yeah, I thought our guys just did a good job of forcing the shots that we wanted them to take. They took some tough ones, they took some rushed ones, and then we did a good job as a team collectively going after the rebounds. So, it's winning in this league is very, very hard. And I think our team has been in so many close games this year. Like, they understand more and more every day that those last 3 minutes are, you really have to dig in mentally, you have to dig in physically, and you have to do all the little things, because if not, you leave yourself susceptible to one bad bounce or one tough play that can cost you the game. So there's always a little bit of luck in those moments, and just very happy for our guys that we were able to pull out the win.
Cleveland's a really good defensive rebounding team usually, and you guys out-rebounded them tonight pretty significantly. How do you think you were able to do that and then get the defensive class going as well?
Yeah, our guys did a good job of moving the ball to put them in rotations. Cleveland does such a good job of scrambling to take away your three-point looks. They protect the paint great. I mean, they're one of the best defenses in the NBA. So they're rotating around a lot, and I just thought we had a bunch of guys did a good job of kind of getting in between those rotations when the shot went up to find offensive rebounds. Obviously, Walker had 6, and a couple of those are he's just taller than the person that he's next to, and he's done a really good job of being aggressive going to the glass. But there were a bunch of guys that contributed. Vando every night is always crashing the glass, and he did a good job of getting in those seams as well. So rebounding is something that we're very much stressing as a team, and it's cost us in certain moments in the season. And so it's obviously very rewarding for the guys to come out of a game knowing that they really battled on the glass as a team, because it's not one guy. Again, like our defensive rebounds, Lowry was a beast. He had 13 defensive rebounds. But if I go down the list, Bees had 5, Walker had 5, Jordan had 4, Nikhil had 4, like Ochai 3. I mean, that's a bunch of our perimeter players getting in and participating on the glass, and that's what we need.
It's a unique night to have Donovan back, and I wonder how it compared with your experience throughout the years of San Antonio, Boston, what have you, of ex-players coming back into a building, how the crowd received him, and then your points of emphasis to your team to make sure you contained him even though he got 46.
Yeah, it's tough to say we contained him when he got 46. He's such a tough cover. Does such a good job of changing speeds with the ball. He can shoot from all over the court. Does a good job of getting you on his hip and gets fouled a good amount. 11 free throws is tough. But I thought tonight was exactly how it should be. Donovan had 5 great years here, and he did a lot for this organization, did a lot for the community, and the organization, I think, loves Donovan, and we were happy to see him back. I thought the crowd received him great pregame when the video was played. All I heard was cheers, and I think that's the way it should be. This league, players end up on different teams all the time, and it's just part of it. And I think it's good for everybody to have the perspective to just appreciate the time you had together, especially when it was a lot of good time. So I was happy to see Donovan get the reception that he deserved. 5 great years here, and I thought the crowd treated him great.
So you touched on pregame on that, and that that you weren't here for his time here, but I'm just curious what it was like for you, feeling all the energy of the crowd for something that you weren't here for, and it's your home fan base.
Yeah, it's I don't know the ins and outs of every day, but I coached against the Utah Jazz for the 5 years that Donovan was on it, and they were a hell of a team. And this was always a really hard place to play, and those fans cheered very hard for Donovan for those 5 years. And so, again, it's just a good reminder of the great fan base that we have. They're very passionate about the team, and they also are able to be smart enough as fans to recognize people that have given a lot to this organization. And so it was very cool to see. Obviously, I don't have a ton of personal feelings towards it because I wasn't here, but I know Donovan personally and think the world of him, and I thought it was just a cool moment to have him come back and have that reception from the crowd. And, now we all move on to the next game.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.